Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to dive right into all of this cleaning motivation. And in this video we are going to be cleaning a lot of the products that we use to clean, and so starting it with the dishwasher. So I needed to just fill it, and I just decided while it was empty I'm just going to just clean it up. And food easily gets in like these little cracks here when you're just trying to load the dishwasher. And so how I clean it is I have a spray bottle with a 50-50 mixture of water and vinegar. So it really helps disinfect, and it doesn't like hurt the stainless appliance, or it's not any like toxic chemicals that I'm putting in here. And I'm just going through where there would be any sort of food splatter and cleaning that up. You'll see here that I needed to clean my filter. I clean this weekly, if not twice a week. So here's your reminder to clean your dishwasher filter if you don't. Mine gets clogged if I don't clean it, so I'm always on top of that. On this day, Brandon actually put his smoker racks in here to see if that would clean them, and that's why they looked as gross as they did. That was all just kind of like burnt on food. So they really needed a good scrubbing. Put them in the sink to soak for a little bit, and then I scrubbed them down with some Dawn and put them back. And again, just completing more of the cleaning on this side. There wasn't too much food and gunk on this side because that's not really the side that I will put the dishes on. But I did go through and just kind of make sure that it was all cleaned up. I'm using that same mixture on the outside as well. I love to use the vinegar water mix on my stainless steel appliances instead of using the actual stainless steel cleaners. I feel like it just does a really good job at getting any sort of fingerprints and grime out of, whatever I'm cleaning. And then I go through with a dry microfiber towel and I just kind of dry that vinegar mixture, and it just makes it super shiny. So it's really affordable. It's just vinegar. So that way you don't have to waste money on stainless steel cleaners. And then I'm on to the kitchen stove. I didn't really have too much to do here, but there was a bunch of fingerprints and like dust and stuff. So I did go through and just try to clean that up a little bit. And then I use that same stuff on the inside as well. I don't like to use oven cleaner unless I absolutely have to. There was a small spot at the bottom of the oven that I couldn't get with this vinegar mix, so I will have to go in with like the oven cleaner. I don't have any at this time. I went through it, so I have to go buy more. But I did just go through and use the wash rag and clean out the inside as well, just in case there was little crumbs that may have fallen to the bottom of the oven. And I think it looks good how it turned out. Dark clouds, I will always be your guiding light. It's never under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroids. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. It's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know there's a remedy, 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 yeah. These were those racks that were in the dishwasher, so they just came out and they sat here just to get another kind of scrub down to get everything off of there. I think the dishwasher did a really good job, but there was just a few pieces that were left on that I just needed to get off with the washcloth. I wanted to take a quick moment to thank you guys all for the amazing support. I had a bunch of you come over from Carla's channel on Saturday, and I'm so thankful to have every single one of you here. You guys are amazing. You guys have flooded my comment section and were just so kind, and it's amazing to meet all of you. And so if I have not met you or you have not introduced yourself, go introduce yourself in the comments. I'd love to meet all of you. You guys are amazing, and I just thank you so much for all of the support that you have been showing me in my videos. Darling,
lose ya. I'm gonna do that, darling Palooza. Ain't gonna lose ya. Was it hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Hot, 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 hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love.
I quickly just went ahead and I did the dishes off camera, and then I moved on to the fridge. So the fridge it gets gross all the time. I don't want to say it's all the time dirty. Just constantly, there's a bunch of fingerprints. It comes with stainless steel, and I have a black stainless fridge, and so I feel like the black really shows a lot more fingerprints than just like the regular stainless does. So again, I'm just going through with that vinegar mixture and just some hot water. And I'm just going to clean the fridge as is, and then I'm going to go through and dry it like I do all the other appliances.
Palooza, I'm gonna do that, darling Palooza. Ain't gonna lose ya. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that, darling Palooza. Ain't gonna lose ya. It's the remedy, yeah. On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving.
And this was filmed on the next day. We actually ended up having like a completely disastrous kitchen, and I was like, you know what, while I am working on this, I'm gonna film it for Wednesday's video. So my husband was cooking dinner on this day. We were having like chicken tenders, and we made our own French fries, and we were just kind of cooking them in oil on the stove. And I really like when we have that kind of dinner. It's just, I don't know, it's just one of my favorites because we can cook it together. Anyway, we did not dry the potatoes well enough, and you know, water and oil do not mix, and they had a little bit of water on them because we had like cleaned them, and we ended up having a small fire on our stovetop, and I freaked out. Yeah, I did not expect that. Like the water boiled over, and then the oil touched the stovetop and caught fire, like an actual fire. So I ran to go get the fire extinguisher because we have 2 different fire extinguishers in the closet right here in the kitchen just for these kind of things if they were to happen. Thankfully, my husband just blew it out before I was able to grab the fire extinguishers, but I was so scared. And then the whole time we were cooking dinner, I was afraid that we had ruined that brand new cooktop because we just redid this kitchen in May-ish, around that time. So I was so afraid that we had ruined it. So you'll see here at the end when I'm going through and cleaning off the cooktop that it was really gross. It was covered in oil, and I really had to use the cleaner and scrub that. But I wanted to tell you guys about it because at the time I was freaking out, but it was all right. It was handled really, really well. And now we know next time that we cook, we need to make sure that the potatoes, like the French fries, are completely dry. Not even like a tiny little bit of water can be on them. So now we know. I was just really in like a deep cleaning mode, and so I cleared off the counters to give them a good spray down. I use a quartz cleaner. It smells so good. It's the Wyman brand. I'll actually have it linked in the description box. But I swear by this. It smells so, so good. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it is such a good smell. These counters are like my favorite part of the entire kitchen. This style, when we installed them, there was cheaper options, but I just really like the plain white look in these. So I just like to make sure that they are well protected, and I am just taking care of them to the best extent that I can. And so this like it's like granite and quartz cleaner, but it does so good at just kind of protecting the life of the counters, making sure that they stay nice and shiny, and it keeps the color. So definitely try it out if you do have those kind of countertops. It's so important to take care of them.
I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit to your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better.
Since I was just on a good cleaning spree with keeping up on my appliances and all the things that I use to clean, it is time just to give the washer just a small little like wipe down. I did throw a cup of vinegar in the washing machine, and I just put it on a quick cycle. But for now, I'm just going to go through and just kind of wash everything. It does get kind of dusty. And then I'm just going to clean the glass part so it's back to being clear. It gets really covered in fingerprints really fast all the time. So I just clean that. And I don't show my laundry room too often, and that is because it is not completed. You'll see like there's, all of the tubing and stuff all over the place. So we live in Pennsylvania, and we just moved in this house last October, and we actually had the pipes freeze behind the washing machine last February. And we actually had to rip the whole wall out and insulate it properly because it just was not insulated well. So we just made sure that it was, nice and warm and it wasn't going to freeze again. But I really want to do a laundry room makeover. I just haven't got there yet because I'm afraid that this winter it might freeze again, and I don't want to put money into redoing the laundry room if it's going to freeze, because then we got to take the wall right back out. So I'm going to give it another year, make sure that nothing else freezes. I don't think it will. We did really well at making sure that it was nice and lined and everything, so it shouldn't freeze, but things do happen, and so I just want to wait another year and make sure that it does not freeze, so that way we're not wasting all of the supplies and money. I'm also doing very good at staying on top of the laundry, so I fold and put away about 2 loads a day or every other day. So I wasn't really doing it on the weekend just because it's the weekend. I just kind of like to hang out with my family. So it was Sunday night when I had filmed this, and I just wanted to go ahead, get the clothes out of the dryer, and then here I am separating them. I'm separating them from Brandon and I's clothes, and then this whole basket is just stuff to go upstairs, and then I'll separate it from there. And I made my way to Lily's room, and here is where I put away all of the extra bedding, the extra upstairs towels, and stuff like that. So you'll see here, I do not fold Lily's laundry. I just make sure that they are like the right way. And then I just throw them in there because she's 2 and she's very, very independent right now. So she just believes that she needs to get herself dressed and mommy can't do it, which I understand. I love that she's being very independent, but she likes to take all of these drawers out and dump the clothes out and then kind of like go through them. And so I just stopped folding them because every day I'm putting the clothes back in the dresser. And so that's just how I do it. I do kind of have them, like I have a dresser drawer there for, pajamas, and then a dresser drawer for like tops. I try to keep it somewhat organized, but I just don't really put too much time into it because she just goes through it anyway. I know that there'll come a time when she gets older and then she'll want it to be a little bit more neat and organized, and when that happens, I will be folding them and putting them away properly, but for now, this is just how we do it.
Call my name, and I will come running, yeah, every day. 24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. now I am not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah, every day, 24/7. Yeah, every day, I will come running, babe. Every day, yeah, every day, babe.
Now that hers is all put away, time to move on to Kaysen's stuff. I do fold his clothes and put them away in the proper drawers. Like, he does have pajama drawers and pants and stuff like that too. His I do fold just because he doesn't really care too much. He just looks in there and he has a specific shirt that he wants. Most of the time it's just dinosaur. If he sees a dinosaur, it's the first thing he grabs. So he just grabs one of them off the top and he's off. He's good to go. So I do fold his because his does not get as chaotic. Sometimes it does, but for the most part, it does stay pretty neat. So I do fold his, but I do not with Lily's.
Body of water, sleeping through the edges of my soul, and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
Moving on to the next morning, I wanted to run the vacuum through the kids' room and just kind of clean their TVs, Lysol, their rooms, because we have been fighting cold after cold. I don't know where they're coming from, but it is the cold season. So it's just kind of like runny noses all the time. So I'm just going through cleaning their TVs because there's a bunch of little fingerprints, and then just making sure that the remotes were all Lysoled and just nice and cleaned.
My soul, and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
I still have not found any decor for Kaysen's room. I have some on my Amazon cart. I just haven't bought them yet. He's really into dinosaurs. Absolutely like obsessed with the dinosaurs. And so I think we're just going to get like the little wall stickers that like they're easy peels. I think that'll be nice. He really wants an accent wall, just like a dark blue accent wall. So we might do that down the road, but he's really into that. And then this is the room that I keep most of the toys in, just so they kind of stay in one spot. And I'm just going to organize that. I keep a laundry basket in here for the dirty clothes. He does want like a cool dinosaur one, which Christmas is coming, so he might get one for then. So, but for now, he just kind of uses one of these. Also, you'll hear my kids fighting. They're literally siblings, so close in age, and it happens all of the time. But Brandon has them right now, so that's okay.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space, babe. It never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would make.
And that is it for today's video. I really hope that this inspired you to do something today as well, to get up and tackle your chores if you have any chores that you need to do. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you guys choose to hang out and subscribe. Give this video a like and comment down below if you have not introduced yourselves. I would love to meet all of you, and I will see you all in the next video.